Okay, hello everyone. So today we are going to solve 92, which is reverse linked list 2. It says that we are given the head of a singly linked list and two integers left and right, where left is less than equal to right. Reverse the nodes of the list from position left to right and return the reverse list. Okay, so we are given a linked list and we'll be given two pointers left and right, and we have to reverse the linked list only between the left and right. Okay, and then return the single linked list. Okay, sounds good. So basically the idea is that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they have given us 2 and 4, the right and left indexes. So the output should be 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. Okay. Yeah, so the basic idea here is that I'll go to the index till my left, right? Since my left is 2 and my right is 4, I'll go to that index. I'll call a reverse function which will basically reverse it until the right index, and then I'll have pointers which will keep track of the end of this linked list and the start of the reverse linked list and join them, and the end of the reverse linked list to the start of the end part of the linked list. Okay, yeah, this looks good. So yeah, I think that's the basic idea of it. So let's start. So I'll need an index which will be from 1. Okay, and what I'll do is while my index is less than left, right, what I'll do is I'll do index plus plus. I'll have a head, right? So let's use current instead of head. Let's note current as head, and current will be equal to current dot next. So what will happen is first I'm at 1, right? Index is 1. I go to the next. It is less than 2. Index becomes 2. 2 is less than 2. No. So that's where it ends. Yes. So my current will basically point to 2, right? So that's basically the start of my reverse list. List node start of 2 reverse, which is basically current right now. Okay. And I'll also need the pointer to 1 so that once I reverse this list, I'll need to connect it to this. So let's say list node previous, which will be null, right? And every time I do this, previous will be equal to current, and list node end of, basically it's start tail, right? So basically the tail of the starting linked list part of the linked list, that will be equal to my previous. Okay, now once I have this, I can have a reverse function basically, which will take in the current node, the right node, because it should know how much it wants to go till there, right? Let's pass its left and right nodes for now. Let's see what else it will need. So basically the idea is it will return me a list node, right? And it's going to reverse current, okay, list node current comma list node int left comma int right, right? And what I'm gonna do is while, okay, how many values I need to reverse? So 2 to 4, that's 3. So int count will be equal to right minus left plus 1. So these are the number of nodes that I need to reverse, right? And while my count is greater than 0, so this is just basic way to reverse a linked list. What you do is you just store the next node from the current, right? And then you make the current dot next to the previous node. Ooh, okay. So actually, yeah. Since it's pointing to 2, right? 2 will not point to anything. I want 3 to point to 2. So list node current is current. Basically, current will be current dot next, and list node previous will be equal to current, and what I'm going to do is current.next will point to previous, previous will point to current. Oops, my bad. Okay, how do you reverse? So I have 2 and 3. So I'm going to keep my next node. Next node will be equal to current.next. Current.next will be previous. Previous will go to current. Yeah. So basically 3 will point to 2. 2 comes to 3. 3 will go to the next node. So current will be equal to next node. Yeah. And I'll do count minus minus. So what I'm doing here is basically I just reversed when I decreased my count by 1. Count was initially 3, right? 4 minus 2 plus 1, that's 3. So I reverse 1, I increment my counter. I reverse 1, I increment my counter. And then I need to stop reversing, right? So while count is... So actually what I can do is I don't need to do that many. It's basically just right minus left. So I need to reverse only twice here. So 2, 1, 0. Okay, this is good. At the end of this, I'll have a list node, which is reversed, is this. Okay. And yes. Okay, before this, after reversing, right, I need now the start of my ending part. So basically what's going to happen here is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my ones head somewhere, 2, 3, 4, I reverse it to 4, 3, 2, right? But 2 to 5 connection is not there. So I need to separate 5 and then have a connection which will connect 1 to 4 and then 2 to 5, right? So before reversing, what I need to do is while my index is less than equal to right, I'm gonna do index plus plus and okay, let's give the start of to reverse because I'm going to change my current pointer here. Current will be current.next. So this way what's going to happen is till this is equal to right, current is current.next. So my current is going to point to 5. So list node end head is equal to current. So basically this will have 5, right? And this is gonna have 1, and this is gonna have the start of my 2 reverse. Okay. And now what I'm gonna do is once I have the reverse list, I want my start of tail. So I want my start tail dot next to be equal to reversed, right? And I want my it's gonna return me something. Okay, so what I'm gonna return here, once I have reversed, right, I have the end node of it, right? So yeah, so basically I need to figure out how I'm joining here. So if I return the end part of it, let's say 432, I'm gonna return 2, right? I return 2 here. So then my 2 will point to the head end, right? But I don't have 4 there. So if I return the start of it, yeah, I should return the start of this basically. So let's have a list node answer, let's say rev, which is equal to current, right? And yes, so it's pointing to 2 and then it's pointing to 4. Oh, actually, yes, I want it to return 4 because initially here my current is pointing to 2 and after the end of it, it's 2, 3, 4 and after reversing it will be 4, 3, 2. I want it to return 4. So that 4 is going to be my previous, right? let's see. So 2 to 3 is reversed, right? 3 year, 4 year. This is reversed, yes. So I'm gonna return my previous value. So once I return the previous value, that's my head. So my start tail dot next will point to this, right? While let's have int counter, right? This is basically right minus left plus 1. This is the number of elements I want my. So basically here I have just connected 1 to 4 and 3 and 2, and I want to connect this to 5, right? But my pointer is still here. I want it to move till here, right? So what I'm going to do is while counter is greater than 0, uh, counter will decrement by 1, and actually, do I need to do this? Because I anyways have start of to reverse, which is current, right? So I can just do start of to reverse is equal to end head. Yeah, I don't need to do this. I can simply do start of to rev is equal to end head, right? Because, yeah. So this connection is making sure I connect 1 with 4, and this is going to make sure I connect 2 with 5. Yeah, so I don't really need that. Yeah, looks good. Let's see if this works without. Okay, I got a return. Yeah, at the end of it, I'm going to return my answer. My answer is going to be the head answer, right? So I need a list node. Did I change my head anywhere? I did not, right? So I can just return the head and run. Okay, so start. Oh, I see. Okay, so my start tail dot next is null. So basically my start tail is null. This is happening because let's see. So for a case where, yeah, I think 1 should have worked fine. For 2, it's happening because my previous is null, right? So here I'll have to make sure of a case where if my start tail is equal to null, that means basically my first element was the one where my reverse starts. So my previous is going to be null. So in that case, I can't do this, right? So if my start tail is not null, that's when I join these, right? But if it is null, that means my start point will be the reverse, that is the 4, which is basically the start of to rev, right? Let me think. First of all, start of to rev dot next should be end head, right? And else if start tail is not null, right? I do this, but if start tail is null, I'm gonna return the reversed string, right? Well, let me think. Okay, let's do this here. Else, I'm gonna return. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say it was 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically it boils down to this, and they asked me to return 2, 3, 4, right? So it's going to be 4, 3, 2 connected to 5. So 2 to 5 connection happens here. And how do you return 4? That's basically the reversed. So I'm just gonna return reversed. Yes. Yeah, looks good. Run. Yes, it works. Okay, let's try and submit. Oh wow, it works. Okay. Yeah, so basically this thing worked. Yeah, the idea was basically uh, given the two indexes, right? I'm gonna take those two indexes and I'll have a separate function which will take care of reversing these. And once I have reversed this, I'll have pointer of this end and the start, and I'll connect these to the reverse lists. So that is what I'm doing. In terms of time and space complexity, this is O of n time-wise because, yeah, I'm just going over the linked list once. Yeah. And space, I'm not really using anything, so that's O of 1. Yeah. And that's how you solve it. Awesome.